Misty, the water-type gym leader of Cerulean City and the second gym leader that we ever face in the main series Pokemon games. Misty definitely has a strong personality, and unlike Brock, her personality stays fiery even outside of battle. A trainer that is both exceptionally confident in her abilities and always eager for a new challenge, Misty does have a more humble and personable side as well, as shown through her expressed admiration of Lorelei of the Elite Four, her willingness to always learn and improve, and her hopes of one day being able to find a romantic partner, which of course she eventually does, at least temporarily, when we see her at the Cerulean Cape on a date with her boyfriend. Although we did not so graciously interrupt their date to ask her for a battle, so not sure how that went. Despite Misty being one of the lower level gym leaders in Kanto upon her first playthrough, if you look more closely at all of her appearances in all of the main series games, she's actually way more powerful than one might think, and has quite an amazing variety of strong Pokemon. It's time to figure out how strong Misty really is and what her best possible team is. It's time to figure out Misty's true power. Misty is met for the first time in Pokemon Red and Blue, where she serves as the second gym leader we face on our journey through Kanto. In this battle, Misty begins with a level 18 Staryu followed by a level 21 Starmie. Being only our second gym challenge, Misty does have to scale her power down substantially in order to provide us with a fair challenge. Although her Starmie can provide some trouble for trainers who aren't ready to counter it with either a starter Bulbasaur, a Pikachu, which has a 5% encounter rate in Viridian Forest in Red and Blue, or a level 20 plus Beedrill with Twin Needle. Unfortunately, Butterfree can't learn any bug-type moves whatsoever besides String Shot, so Beedrill's our only option. I suppose you can also get away with a level 20 plus Paris with Leech Life, or a level 24 plus Parasect if you have the patience to level it up, but who in the world uses that evolutionary line anyway? It's worthy to note that in the Red and Blue remakes, Fire Red and Leaf Green, Misty has the same team but with updated movesets, most notably including Recover and Water Pulse with a chance of confusion on the Starmie. Giving that thing recovering capabilities this early on was just cruel. In Pokemon Yellow, Gen 1's third version game, Misty has the exact same Pokemon at the same levels, although her Starmie gets a little bit of a boost with Harden, which makes it even more of a defensive threat in addition to its powerful offense. However, this gym battle is definitely made easier with the guaranteed starter Pikachu and the gifted Bulbasaur you can receive from a girl in one of the houses in Cerulean. Again, being only our second gym challenge in Gen 1, Misty did have to scale her power down substantially in order to provide us with a fair challenge. Let's start seeing what she's really capable of. The next time we encounter Misty is in Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, 3 years after the events of Red and Blue. The protagonist of these games, either Ethan or Chris, decides to travel to Kanto after having defeated all 8 of the Johto gym leaders and becoming the champion of the Indigo Plateau. As it turns out, when we get there, Misty is not to be found, and instead she's on Route 25 near Bill's house with her boyfriend on a date, which we subsequently interrupt. She's initially angry, but once she sees that we have all of the Johto badges, she immediately challenges us to battle to test our strength. With the 3 years that have passed since Gen 1, and her not having to hold back as much since she knows that we have at least 8 badges, we finally begin to see just a taste of her true strength. In this battle, Misty starts off with a level 42 Golduck, followed by a level 42 Quagsire, a level 44 Lapras, and her Starmie is now at a hugely increased level 47. Not only do we get much higher levels and some much tougher movesets to deal with this time around, but we also get a small peek at the massive diversity of Pokemon that she has in her arsenal. The next time we see Misty in the main series is in the Gold and Silver remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where we actually can battle her on 2 separate occasions. The first is under similar circumstances to our Gold and Silver battle at the Cerulean Gym, where she even has the same 4 Pokemon, but their levels are much higher this time around. Her Golduck is now level 49, with her Quagsire also being level 49, her Lapras is at level 52, and her Starmie is at level 54, meaning her team is all 7 or 8 levels higher than before. However, Misty is seen even stronger than this later on in the game. After the player has all 16 badges, they can go to Route 25 any day of the week from 2 to 4 PM, and Misty will be there where she gives you her phone number. Using the Pokegear, you can call her on Wednesday mornings to have a rematch, and she'll meet you at the Fighting Dojo in Saffron City, with quite a powerful team that includes 3 new Pokemon we've never seen her use before. She starts off with her now level 60 Starmie, followed by a level 56 Quagsire, a level 56 Lapras, a level 54 Lantern, which really helps cover her team's weaknesses, a level 54 Floatzel, and a very powerful level 60 Milotic. The team also has some really great movesets too. Misty's second last appearance in the main series games occurs in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. Remember how Misty said that she wanted to travel to find new challenges back in Gen 2 after seeing how great the protagonist from Johto was in battle? Well, it turns out she actually did end up pursuing this, all the way to Unova for the Pokemon World Tournament. Misty takes part in 4 different tournament styles during this event with 3 different teams, including one that most people don't even know exists, but we'll get to that shortly. Keep in mind that all Pokemon in the World Tournament are automatically set to level 50, but we can see new additions to Misty's Pokemon collection, how competitively viable her Pokemon have become, and we can discern some of their actual levels by looking at their movesets, which we'll do when we determine her best team. Keep in mind that in all the Pokemon World Tournament battles, Misty operates using pretty good competitive movesets and items as well. In the Kanto Leaders Tournament, we see 3 brand new Pokemon from Misty. She has a Starmie, Golduck, a new Seaking, Lapras, a new Slowbro, and a new Blastoise too. In the Type Expert and World Leaders tournaments, we see her rotate between a Starmie, Lantern, a brand new Gen 5 Jellicent, Lapras, Quagsire, and Blastoise. Now in 2012, there was an extra downloadable tournament mode through Nintendo Wi-Fi that was exclusive to Japanese and Korean games. This tournament mode is called Gathered Gym Leader and features new teams for 4 gym leaders, one of whom is Misty. In this mode, Misty has a Starmie, Jellicent, and 2 brand new Gen 5 Pokemon, a Swanna and a Caracosta, which even has Shell Smash and Priority Aqua Jet. Misty's final appearance in the main series occurs in the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee games, which were of course remakes of Pokemon Yellow, and they actually make some cool and powerful additions to Misty's collection. The first time we face her is for our second gym badge, where she has a level 18 Psyduck and a level 19 Starmie. However, Misty could also be rematched after the protagonist becomes the champion. Besides the fact that she only uses 5 Pokemon in battle, we know she's not holding back, because she even mentions hearing that we had a battle against Trace for the championship, so she knows we're the champion. In this rematch, Misty has a level 56 Golduck, a brand new level 56 Dugong, a brand new level 56 Vaporeon, a level 56 Starmie, and a brand new and very impressive level 57 Gyarados. It's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Using all her appearances in the main series Pokemon games, let's construct Misty's best possible team. For the first pick, I think we're going to have to go with Misty's signature Pokemon, her Starmie, as it was in the Heart Gold and Soul Silver Fighting Dojo rematch battle at level 60. Starmie currently sits in the underused tier in competitive battling, and Misty has had an incredibly diverse move pool on it, including Stab Hydro Pump, Scald, and Psychic, along with other coverage moves such as Thunderbolt, Grass Knot, Dazzling Gleam, and even utility moves such as Recover and Rapid Spin, which is incredibly necessary to take care of field hazards such as Stealth Rock and Spikes. The second pick is going to go to Misty's Gyarados from the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee rematch battle, which is at level 57. Gyarados is currently in the UU-BL tier in competitive battling, meaning it's above the underused tier but doesn't quite make the overused or OU tier. Misty's got great moves on this thing such as Stab Waterfall, as well as Crunch, Outrage, and Iron Tail. Since Let's Go doesn't have any abilities, we can assume that her Gyarados normally has either Intimidate or Moxie, which are both great abilities. Unfortunately, Misty doesn't have any Stab Flying attacks on it, however. In the anime, her Gyarados is shown to have been able to Mega Evolve, so this would make more sense with Crunch, but in the main series video games, we don't have any confirmation that she has access to Mega Evolution. Ultimately, I'll leave it up to your discretion whether it should or not. The third pick is going to seem like a really weird one initially. Misty's Jellicent from the Pokemon World Tournament in Black 2 and White 2. Now you may be saying, Sylph, what the heck, this thing is in the PU tier. However, even though the Pokemon in the Pokemon World Tournament are automatically set to level 50, we can figure out what level this thing must be by looking at its move pool. In the exclusive Japanese and Korean Gathered Gym Leader Tournament mode, Misty's Jellicent has access to Water Spout, a move that Jellicent can learn in Gen 5 no earlier than level 69, meaning that is the absolute minimum level this thing must be at. This also means that it's Misty's highest level Pokemon by quite a bit too. Pair this with the fact that it has amazing moves in Misty's care such as Stab Water Spout, Surf, and Shadow Ball, along with Recover and Will-O-Wisp, and the amazing Water Absorb ability, and Misty has the Leftovers item on it, and this thing undoubtedly becomes one of Misty's most powerful Pokemon. The fourth spot is going to go to none other than her Milotic from the Heart Gold and Soul Silver rematch battle, where it's shown to be at level 60. Milotic is currently in the rarely used tier in competitive battling and has some great bulk to work with. Misty's Milotic has some great moves in the form of Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Rest, and Sleep Talk. It would probably be ideal to have Toxic on it, but hey, it's still one of her better and higher level Pokemon. The second last best team spot is gonna go to her Blastoise from her Black 2 and White 2 Pokemon World Tournament teams. Blastoise currently sits in the NU or never used tier of competitive battling. Of course, this thing is automatically set to level 50 in the Pokemon World Tournament, however it does have the move Avalanche, which was only teachable to Blastoise as of Gen 4, and it also has the move Iron Defense, which it can only learn in Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. In Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver, Hydro Pump, which it also has, was only learnable at level 60, so we know that her Blastoise is at least level 60. Throw into the mix Outrage and Iron Tail like Misty has on it, and you have a great mixed attacker tank that can surely do some damage. And the final member of Misty's best team is going to be her Quagsire from her Heart Gold and Soul Silver rematch team, which was at level 56. Quagsire is currently in the PU tier of competitive battling, but it provides some much needed coverage against electric types both defensively and offensively, and a physically offensive presence too, with stab moves such as Earthquake and Waterfall, as well as utility moves such as Rain Dance, Yawn, and Amnesia to raise its fairly low special defense by 2 stages in order to even out all of its base stats besides speed. Quagsire rounds out her best team pretty well. Now, Misty does have a few other Pokemon that are definitely worth mentioning and could possibly find a spot on this team if the need arose. First is her level 56 Vaporeon, which is slightly outclassed in its role by Milotic and Blastoise, both at level 60. Next is her level 54 Lantern, which provides some great coverage against electric types, but is slightly outclassed by her level 56 Quagsire, both in terms of usage stats and level. Despite being set to level 50 in the Pokemon World Tournament, Misty's Seaking must be level 63 at the very lowest since it knows Megahorn, meaning it is among her highest level Pokemon and it knows great moves in addition to Megahorn, such as Poison Jab, Stab Waterfall, and Agility. However, Misty's Seaking doesn't have the Lightning Rod ability, unfortunately, since that would have made it a shoe-in for her team with an immunity to electric, but otherwise it doesn't really make the cut since it's untiered anyway. Finally, Misty's Slowbro could possibly be on her best team, but the moves it has in the Pokemon World Tournament give us no indication as to what level it is, so it's really hard to say. Well, there we go everyone, we have discovered Misty's true power and unveiled her strongest possible team in the main series games. If you enjoyed this video and are looking forward to more from the series, be sure to leave a like, share it with a friend who you think would enjoy it, and subscribe with notifications on by hitting that bell icon if you haven't already. All forms of support help a ton and are super appreciated. Don't forget to comment down below with what trainer you wish to see featured next. The comment with the most likes will pick the trainer for the next episode and will be featured on screen. This has been Self Spectre, and I'll see you guys next time for more True Power.